Are we rolling? I am going to confess something in this video. And all great things has a beginning. And because, including myself, there were so many people investing in this company, we already now are standing only a quite few years after the first release with a very high-end and solid product. And with a lot of success and greatness, it will attract a lot of haters. And because Ruroc and Enginehawk probably have one of the best marketing strategies I have seen in a very, very long time worldwide. And I have been working with marketing the past 10 years. And I can really see the results they are achieving. But we also live in a time where marketing strategies include a lot, if not only social media platforms. It will attract these, I like to call them keyboard warriors. Especially the ones that are saying their opinion without having tried the product in the first place. And of course you can see that Ruroc have had some hiccups in the beginning, but it's all a part of being one of the best in the game. And you can see that with the new shop certificate they have got to their helmets, and it is slaying some of the best produced helmets. Let's take an example. Do you know how bad the first iPhone actually was? And we had one. And we also bought the next one because we believed in the product and it was revolutionary engineering. And because we believed in the product, we also wanted to support the product. And that did a lot of people, as you may know, and that is why we're now standing with the 12 or 13 generation iPhone, which is some of the best tech we can use on a daily basis. But that was because there were so many people believing in the product in the first place, even though it was a bit bad. So I have an announcement for you guys. I have officially teamed up with Ruroc and Enginehawk. And as you probably already have seen on my Instagram, I have done a lot of new, what can I say, content, short format content on my Instagram. I'm blocking off my light here. Is this okay? I feel so tiny now. This is something that I have wanted to achieve since I began with this YouTube channel. Let me just take this down. This is a huge milestone for me because right now there are some people believing in what I do, and they have now chose to support me, which means that I can choose to do a lot more of this, so I can produce more content for you guys. That is what I would call a win-win situation. And this is the first step in a direction that I could only dream about. And when I started doing YouTube, I actually started creating some photography and filmmaking related films because I have always been a huge fan of Peter McKinnon, Matty Hapoya, Casey Neistat. If you don't know who they are OGs inside of the YouTube space. And someday I was realizing that my big passion has always been motorcycling, and I was just like, there really isn't a big audience for Danish YouTube, including motorcycles. So I started a channel called Motomagasinet, which translated means the Moto Magazine. And I did over a year, I think, content over there. And then I decided to switch to this main channel where I went internationally. I could just see with the quality I wanted to put into these videos, because of my background as a professional photographer and filmmaker, I could just see the potential being so much better than only doing in my mother's tongue. Even though I probably aren't that stiff on my mother's tongue, because I have a little bit of a language barrier, but I'm working this out and I'm getting better and better. I hope I'm getting better and better with this. But now there's a brand who has seen my potential and wants to support me. That is huge, man. That is huge. And now I have Indian Motorcycles supporting me with the brand and with a lot of things, and now I also have a gear sponsor on the channel. So those two combined is just, I'm actually proud of myself. That has happened a lot the last year, becoming an Indian Motorcycle ambassador and now also a fully supported rider from Ruroc and Enginehawk is a dream come true. And I know I just started this video with a big rant about the fuss that has been going around about Ruroc, and I really don't have to sit here and defend myself, and I'm not going to do that, because Ruroc and Enginehawk has some extremely solid products. And if you disagree, it's okay, that's your opinion. There's also a lot of other brands that I don't like, but that doesn't mean that other people shouldn't like it. Make sense? So thank you to Ruroc and Enginehawk, and especially a huge thanks, because what I'm going to do now is, as you saw, I had 2 boxes here, and they actually also sponsored a helmet for my dad, because he is actually one of the person who was helping me a lot. He is a motorcycle mechanic, so he is helping me a lot with my builds, but he's also helping me holding the camera sometimes, and just with knowledge and a lot of other stuff. So we are going right now down to him and surprise him with a helmet. This one. So my dad, he lives just down the road, so we don't need a motorcycle ride for that. Or you could, but this is not easy to travel with. So I just want to say a huge thanks to Ruroc and Enginehawk for believing in me, and for just being so kind to send a helmet for my dad, because I wrote to them to celebrate this collaboration. I wanted to surprise my dad with a helmet, so I wanted to buy one for him. And then they were like, don't worry, we got you back. And then they just sent a brand new helmet to him, to me, for him as well. So super, super kind. And because I live in Denmark, which is so close to England, where the Ruroc headquarter is, I would actually like to give them a visit, and then, if I may, show the headquarter to you guys. But let me talk with them first about that. And if you see this, let me know. So we are there in a minute, so we can give him his brand new helmet.
Hej. Hvad er det?
Den er til dig.
Hvad er det?
Jamen du kan sgu da åbne og kigge.
Ja, det kan jeg vel også. Ej, fedt. Du skal da ikke komme med noget til mig.
Det er da ikke mig, der er kommet med det.
Nej, det er vel...
Det er drengene hos, ja, som du kan læse.
Det ved jeg jo ikke, hvad med.
Jeg prøver at åbne og kigge, så kan du se, hvad det er.
Det er fantastisk. Shockwave. Hvad kæft, mand. Det er de her beriddel. Kan du tåle det stå på?
Ja, det kan jeg også.
Jeg synes, jeg begynder
at lugte lunden.
Ja. Jeg fik lige en hjelm til.
Det er drengene fra Ruroc, de har valgt at sende en hjelm med til den meget hjælpende far på kanalen.
Nej, det er ikke rigtigt.
Det er rigtigt.
Det er en fed, mand.
Ja. Så der er sort visir her også.
Shit, hvor er den fed.
Ja.
Det der look kan jeg godt lide.
Er det fedt, ikke?
Hey, tak.
Ja, selvfølgelig.
Ja, kæft.